If you see what we've done, we've literally, if you remember on the other side, there were balconies that intruded into the space. There was a bridge, overhead bridge. You see where the bridge used to connect? And it went all the way across from there to there. We've taken that bridge out. We've removed the balconies. We've created a upper walkway. So you can see over here, we've actually introduced steel. We've copied the language. You see the language of the existing railings and the steel that was there? We've brought that all the way around. We've actually increased our scope tremendously as we got to learn the building. And believe it or not, we're still within budget. You can see over there, we have that hallway ceiling going in. That's an upper hallway. So we're now on the block. We call this on the block at BellWorks. This is the block. This is a street. Imagine a cafe, a restaurant, a bank, a small boutique, a hairdresser. It's exactly what we have at BellWorks. That's what's going to be over here. So storefront, and the storefronts don't start over here, they start over there. So we have this literally covered arcade where you walk by. There's going to be blade signs coming off of here. This is literally like you see in the rendering, and you look at what we've done, we've been true to that image. That rendering is further down all the way at the end, but you get the feeling of what we've done. And you can see, and one thing we added, we made it cooler. We added that steel that's not in the rendering. We have the steel over here. There's going to be seating areas, cafe tables. In today's environment, the ability to have eating indoors but still be socially distanced is priceless. We're going to walk through here. This is retail on both sides, office behind, conference space back there, and then we're going to go into, now we're going from the block into the square. There's two squares, East Square, West Square. We're going to go to the square, and I'm going to bring you right into the middle of the square, and we'll talk from there. So here we are, we're in the square. In a few months, you're going to stand here, and if you don't watch out, you're going to get wet. We're actually putting a fountain in over here. Think of the same thing that you have in the Navy Pier. This is going to have blocks, and from behind the blocks, from underneath the fountain, you're not going to see it when it's off. But when it's on, it's going to create, so think of a really hot day, if you want to get wet in your suit, or if your kids come here, we're going to have a fountain over here. 15 by 15. All around us, you see we've peeled away all that glass block, and if you look up there, you can see what the finished product looks like. You see the new railing, the new glass. We've exposed all of that steel that was hidden behind the glass block. The red wall that you see over there, it's going to be concrete. We're not putting a concrete wall, it's going to be a concrete finish on top of that. So you're talking about really a very, very, very modern, urbanized space. You look and you could see the steel, the glass, the concrete. We've changed the entire feeling, and we've opened it up. Whereas there used to be a 4 foot high, you can see how high, if you look behind you, behind the mayor, you could see where this used to be an elevated platform. You saw it on the other side. That's all gone. The energy that's going to be here, this is going to be event space. This is going to be a space where we welcome the community to come in here, and this is really the public space. We want things to happen here. We want people to come here. We want to have events. We want to have meetings. We've become the public square, and we're going to do that over here. Now, I'm going to walk you a little bit over there, and we're going to go through ready to wear, and we're going to go to Collab. And here you see a rendering of what the square is going to look and feel like. You can see the furnishings, the cafe tables, the area where, and that's really where we're standing over here. And the square it's the neighborhood. It's light, it's airy. We've got a beautiful day here today. When it's not beautiful at night, we've got incredible lighting. This is always going to be well-lit public space. And look down. Look at what we've done. Look how beautiful the block is. That wall that you see there, that's going to be a green wall, living plants.
That glass wall, we want to do some green wall with live plants, greenery, just make it very fresh and very organic, because we want to bring that type of energy here. So yes, we're doing that. We're talking about plants and trees.
Growing up that wall, same on the other side. So this entire space has been transformed. And if you look over here, if you stand, you could see the office, the storefront on the offices going in. That's the wall of the new offices. So there's offices over there, and that's the view that people have into the office, into this space below. furnishings, places to sit, place to eat, to hang out, all below. So again, exactly what we promised you, we're delivering. Let's walk down this hallway and you'll see it even better. And here you could really see, if you remember the renderings that we saw, and you could see the reality taking place. We've removed the glass block over there. There's a new wall going in over there. That's going to be a clear glass firewall that's going in. We intend to come into the village, as we've spoken about, to actually, we don't have approval yet, but we hope to get it, to demolish that bridge on the outside that's there, because it no longer serves a purpose. It's just ugly. It used to feed the bridge that went across here, because the main entrance was actually on the 3rd floor. We're on the 2nd floor, the main entrance on the 3rd floor. That's no longer relevant because we've opened this up. We want people to come in, walk past the stores, the restaurants, the shops that are going to be here and hang out. So we would hope to demolish that. We have those plans being done by White, and we're going to bring those in for hopefully for your approval. What you see on the left, on my left over here, is the stores. This is, on the other side behind that wall, are offices. These are stores. So this is a storefront. The storefront is not over here. It's actually over here. If you see this is our pour stop. This is where the storefronts are going in. So this is a glass wall. Here you have a smaller store. It gets deeper as you go. This is the retail street, the edge of the retail street. And you have an arcade above. This is known as an arcade architecturally, little covered space. You don't really need it because you're not outdoors, but it's very traditional for retail to have a little covered space. You have your blade signs hanging over here, and then you could see, so it's a 40-foot wide. We've taken something that was crowded down and crowded in and opened it up to inviting. And the human psyche likes these kinds. This is really a human scale environment. And if you think about creating a place that's human scale and people-centric, that's what we have. You could see over here, if you could see, can you guys see the walkway above? So we actually pushed the walls of the office back 5 feet above on the east-west axis, on this, everywhere along here. I've created a walkway above. So you see where the new railings are going in, that's glass coming in on those railings. And behind that, the office walls are 5 feet back. So we bring the energy to the public street, even at the other levels. Everybody could see in, you're part of what's happening over here. It also allows us to very efficiently take space and rent it out in smaller chunks. So we can cater to smaller companies. You don't have to be a 300,000 square foot user. You could also be a 5,000 square foot user, 10,000, 20,000. You can enter an office there, enter an office there, enter an office there, and so on and so forth. The deepest part of the building is only 90 feet deep. You're never more than 45 feet away from light, either from the atrium side or from the window side. So really taking great advantage of the bones, the building that we were handed, and I think we've done a great job. And I'm just so proud to stand here and show you how the block is coming to life. We also intend to make that entranceway that you see over there. You see the ceiling over there, that it's low, but it's going to become a main entrance. Most people are parking in the garage and coming in. So part of the plans that we're coming into you with now in a few weeks is to take out that ceiling inside the space and open it up so it's a 3-story tall, that whole thing, that whole entryway with hanging lights, you know, fixtures down low. So it really, really creates a sense of arrival. Because of the environment we're in, we've changed our plans to make that front door a revolving door that revolves automatically without touch, like you see in an airport. So really great access. You walk in, you're right into the space, you're right into the street. So really very well done. Now we're going to take you and show you some built space. So again, retail, it's the same thing over here. We didn't touch it on this side. And behind these walls, there's office space. We're now going to take you into that office space, into Collab, which is our co-working space, and into ready to wear. So we're going to go this way. Okay, so on my left is Collab, and what you're looking at is obviously not finished space. There's going to be a wood slat ceiling and a felt slat ceiling. This is going to get glass, and behind it behind it there's a coffee spot. There's a little bar, not alcoholic, but a bar to hang out. Foosball table, some banquettes, little areas just to hang out. The receptionist is in there. A nice concrete desk that was designed by our team. So this is common area for Collab, places to hang out, to be, to schmooze. Accessible to the square, but only to members. On my right, same thing, same public eating area and everything, and all the furniture has been designed and the cabinetry's ordered and everything. Jacob, how soon do you think we'll have everything in here?
A
Few weeks. So come back in 4 or 5 weeks and you'll see it.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're really at the edge of getting it done. And the same thing. So there's food and drink and everything on both sides. This is sort of the heart and soul of these two communities that we're building. Okay. We're going to take you into ready to wear. So these are, when we say ready to wear, it's like you walk into the store, you want to buy a suit. You don't necessarily want to customize it, meet with the tailor 6 times. That's what happens in the spaces above. If you take a regular office, you're going to go ahead and you're going to meet the architect, the plans and everything. Where these are ready to wear. When they're done, they're done. Some of them are furnished, and some of them are finished but not furnished. The paint is there, the carpet, everything, but the actual desks and things like that. So we'll walk in and we'll show you what it looks like.
Watch your step.
So we're now walking down a hallway. This is the edge of an office, and you can see office, a reception area, office, small conference room, and an area. So this is probably a 10-person office that you're seeing right here. And it's literally almost done. And you can see the building language, the new ceilings that we've put in, the lighting systems. And here you can see, this really shows you, if you look down, we'll walk down this way, you can really see some office. Now, behind that wall is the retail. On this side is the office. And here you can see an office. Again, there's going to be a glass wall going in over here. We're waiting to put that in. It's all been redone. Brand new office space, plug and play. You come in, it's wired, it's got its fiber optics, everything is in. And the beauty is, somebody could come in and say, I just want to rent it for a year. Our lease in ready to wear is a 4-page lease. That's all it is. It's very simple. And what we say to people is, if you don't like it, you can leave it. We're very confident. In BellWorks, New Jersey, we have about 30 or 35 ready-to-wear offices. There's a line out the door. Whenever somebody's finished and they're ready to leave it, there's 6 people to take their space. And we get our best numbers for that. Here we've priced everything entry level. We know we're starting with an empty building. We're bringing it up. We're priced better than anything in the marketplace, and we have the best product in the marketplace. And even the way we do a hallway. You've been to a suburban office. No offense to any office you've been to. And you're not going to see a glass wall. You're going to see a hallway. Nobody's going to go and put all this glass in here. There's light from everywhere. This is a glass wall over here, so that there's a light view. You can block it off if you want with a shade. We have a building standard shade that filters the light. Doesn't let you see in, but you could see out. But there's always a light view to somewhere. Took a lot of attention to detail, and frankly, it's a much more expensive build out to do. And I think a lot of you know that. So here, you could step in here. They're going to be cutting the door in, and you could see an office. And this is probably about, I would say maybe 1,500 to 1,700 square feet. And you have 3 private offices, a conference area. You have place for quite a few desks, so there could be 6, 8, 10 people working out here, a few private offices, conference space. Everybody has an IT closet, and it's all done. So a tenant who wants to come here and work, all they need to do in this space, and the flooring is going, I think it's down already, the flooring is down. All they need to do over here is literally bring their furniture. In some of them, we already brought the furniture, and you'll see some of the furniture coming in. So these spaces are really easy, and especially in times like today, when people are uncertain and you don't know exactly what your future holds, maybe somebody's downsizing. We're getting a lot of inquiries for sort of like a hub and a spoke. So if somebody has maybe a downtown location, but it's difficult to get there, you don't really want to get there right now, people don't want to use mass transit as much, the Blue Line, the ability to have a satellite office in close to home, easy to get to. You could park your car, you could come in, you don't have to interact too much. To have that ability here is really, we think it's going to be off the charts. So we're starting with these 13, 14 offices, and we'll see how that goes. We may increase the amount of ready-to-wear. Not too much, because we obviously need space for larger tenants, but this really is how the building is going to get going. And if you look around you can see it's an amazing space. And you also have access to all the amenities, the health club, the conference rooms, all of that stuff, everything that a building like that a BellWorks brings you, no matter what size you are, even if you're just occupying one small office or a desk. This is our largest space from ready-to-wear. It's a little bit over 3,000 square feet. And come on in and see what an incredible office. Oh, really?
New Village Hall. Everybody's thinking it.
We're always ready to talk. But you can see we've even sweated the details on the temperature of the light, what makes you feel better, what makes you look better, not too bright, not too dim, the Kelvin colors, the temperature of the light, all important. But look at this space. Look at this space, it's beautiful. And you're right off of our little pedestrian street over there, you're right off the block. This is going to be a green wall. So we actually have the company coming down today. This is going to be a living green wall. So you're going to see plants and it gets light through the glass. We've taken advantage of this and we're going to creating a green wall rather than rip it down. The other one, to change that one wall to make it see-through, cost us $1 million? Close to $1 million just to open that one spot. I thought it was $500,000, but it was a big expense to do that, but we were determined to get it done. I mean, this is a major redevelopment. But just look at this space. Now we're going to go into Collab. So Collab is our co-working space, the best co-working space in the state. By the way, we're the same designer. We just finished. We're finishing up. We're a little bit ahead of schedule over there in New Jersey. We redid our entire Collab. Almost everybody who tours takes a space. It's just incredible. And we're doing the same design and same furnishing and same here. We think this is going to get a really good reception. This is Collab. This is co-working space, desk. You can take a desk for an hour. You can take a 10-person office for 10 years. Collab. This is common area. It's going to have hangout spaces. These are little phone booths if you need privacy and you're in a desk, you want to go in, you go into one of these areas, you make a phone call. There's going to be private lockers, mail distribution, everything. Let's turn the corner over here and see some more finished spaces. This is one of our smaller offices. A one-person office. The furniture's already here. By the way, all Herman Miller, high-end stuff. Another desk sitting outside over here. So somebody could come in and literally run a company from a little space like this. And if you don't like it or you got to grow, you just up and move into the next space. This is already more of a finished space. This is a larger suite. This is about a 10-person space plus 2 private offices. You can see the furniture already going in. The carpeting is down. All high-end. Herman Miller. Forgot the name of the carpet, but really Class A finish all the way through. And somebody could come in here and literally lease this. You could run a whole company out of this. You want to move, you can move into a larger space, ready to wear, go from ready to wear, go to 100,000 square feet. We've had that happen to us in BellWorks. We've had people come in, take a desk, take 5 desks, take a ready-to-wear office, and then build out a custom-built office with 70, 80 people. We've seen companies progress constantly. So that evolution, that ability to grow in place is really amazing. Another thing that we could do for just a typical office tenant, somebody says, I need 10,000 feet I may need 20, I don't know. Because of our lease-up plan, we're able to go ahead and give people space today and give them option space at no cost, because we're starting with large floor plates, and we have a 4 to 5 year lease-up plan. We've done that very well in the past in BellWorks, and we're going to do that here as well. So if a company says, well, I don't know how many square feet I need, half of my workforce is working from home and they're doing pretty good, I'm going to bring people in on alternate days, but I may eventually want to bring them all back, no problem. We could do a lease today with an option to expand. That ability to grow in place. You could take an office here and you could walk out of here and take a permanent office upstairs. It's so flexible, and you have all your services and amenities right here. You see the flooring going in? You can see all the offices. There's another larger office suite, a larger office suite behind. And look how light and airy this is. We've taken great advantage of the existing space. We're right above the health club. You can have a desk right here. We have furniture going in here. You can have a desk right here, and it's all properly protected. And you can walk down that hallway and have a meeting in a conference room. You could go down that elevator and work out in the health club. You could go outside and get a cup of coffee. You could hang out in your own private little hangout area. All of this is available. Somebody could walk in here, literally, if somebody wants a 10-day package, for $100, I forgot the exact numbers, but for $100-something, they could be in this space. The co-working is our entry level, our beginning. It's the way to start populating the space. It's what's going to make this building, and it really is a great feeder. A technology company, a startup, somebody who even has a larger office, needs a place, don't want to work out of their basement, don't want their spouse nagging them at home, why are you on your computer all day? Great place to have to have something you can think. So this is all done, and we're literally weeks away from being finished.
We just finished our tour of the new BellWorks, the old AT&T building. We're very excited with the progress that's been made, and they expect to have part of the building open in October. It's very exciting. So we're very impressed with what they've done. They took an old corporate headquarters and they're making into a place where people can live, work, play, and just have a great time and hang out. We don't have anything like that at Hoffman Estates, a 24-hour-a-day place that you can go, and this is going to be what BellWorks is going to be a part of that, a big part of it.
So they can go to bell.works, so bell.works, our website. Oh, and obviously they can call our brokers, Steve Kling and Jason Simon from Colliers. They could call that, and our website is going to have everything you need to inquire about any size space, from a desk to 500,000 square feet.